brain exhausted, I'm thinking awkward. Lanes I make you eat a plate of sausage made from Lorraine and Bobby. I may be modest, you paying homage on crazy honor. That you can't wait to comment on my mistakes and my blunders. Hey, I wouldn't trade it for nothing. I'm the most hated, but play I'm taking your date and your woman. Oh dang, your date is your woman. I trade her later if you want her. And she bring friction like Raiden and Blanca. Statements behaving like Saint and dangerous when drinking angry. The same with a mama. Pain with no gain is a bomber. Hit you with sticks.
What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Pull Out Game family. This your boy Hen checking on in, man. Episode 71 to the Pull Out Game podcast. You already know what time it is, man. I appreciate y'all watching, subscribing, and comment, likes, and shares, and all that. Y'all already know that, man. But look, man, before we even get into the jersey, because you know the jersey's here, they forever here, man. You know what I'm saying? Got to hit y'all in the face with that. Stay hitting y'all in the face with the jersey. Brass knuckle style. You already know it. But look, man, before we get into all that, I just want to say this, man. In case y'all didn't know, or y'all that do know, look, man, Pull Out Game Podcast just hit 10K subscribers, man. 10K, man. 10,000. 10,000 subscribers, man. Man, couldn't have done it without y'all, man. I remember when, you know, I was just starting off on the podcast, not knowing, like, how it was going to be, how it was going to turn out. And just like having all these thoughts running through my head, like, what should I do with this? And having questions about, you know, about doing this, doing that, and just trying to figure stuff out and not knowing it'll, you know, not ever thinking it'll get to this point. I remember when I had like 30 subscribers and I was like, man, it'd be dope if I get to 100. Or it'd be dope, man, what if I get to 500 subscribers? Like, what if I do that? Like, you know, back then, you know, that was big time to me. And anybody coming up, hey, man, 500 subscribers, you got that, man. Don't let nobody tell you that ain't big, man. That's big. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing it. If y'all got 250 subscribers, 100, whatever, man, look, that's big, man. That's a little milestone. Man, you got to take baby steps, man. You know what I'm saying? Toddlers got to start somewhere. And I ain't calling y'all no kids or no babies. I'm just saying, for like the process of this. Y'all know what's going on, man. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But look, man, we at 10K subscribers. I appreciate y'all, all the comments, all the views, the likes, the shares. I mean, just everything, man. Y'all just, the comments been off the chain too, man. I appreciate y'all, man. And look, man, I'm gonna have to do a giveaway or something. Y'all stay tuned, man. Look, man, Pull Out Gang, the Pull Out Gang family, the Pull Out Gang, Gang is at 10K, man. We are at 10K, not me. We are at 10K, man. So yeah, all the 10K folk that subscribe, man, and folk just watching, and if you forgot to subscribe and you steady watching, just hit the subscribe button, man, and be a part of the train, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a party over here, man. Y'all already know we finna get to the jerseys, the craziest, most wildest, most unique, most dangerous, most different, the greatest jersey collection on the planet. It's right here at the Pull Out Game podcast. Y'all into authentic jerseys, y'all into like just, you know, fashion anyway too, and like for like just a good vibe, a party, like a, you know, just a good surrounding. This the spot right here, man. You know, so yeah, I mean, I'm here and we're gonna get to the jerseys, man. But look, before I get to the jerseys, I want to talk about something, man. What I want to talk about, I want to talk about this Druski situation. Yeah, y'all know, y'all remember, I don't know, y'all know the comedian named Druski. Druski, It's a little situation happened. And you know, he a comedian, up and coming comedian, and he had like a skit he was doing about a crooked preacher. And the whole skit was just really making fun of like how preachers take advantage of like the people at the church, the members that attend the church, and like, you know, he don't really care about the people. He's all for the money, you know, driving Bentleys and Land Rovers and Mercedes, and, you know, just like big time car, wearing flashy like Louis Vuitton suits, and, you know, and just not really caring about the people, you know what I'm saying? Listen to rap music while he counting like the collection plate money. Yeah, all that type of stuff, man. So Druski had this big, wild campaign about, or like a skit about what's going on in the church. And then a lot of people in the church and preachers, they've been, you know, a lot of people having backlash about what he did. And, you know, me, honestly, what I think about it, I'm being honest, y'all. I don't feel bad about what Druski did. And I'm a big believer in God and stuff. And, you know, I'm a big believer on saying you shouldn't mock God and all that. But look, man, this the thing. He wasn't, to me, and not to me, just in general, this just a fact, man. Like, the dude wasn't mocking God. He was mocking the people that be mocking God. You know what I'm saying? He was mocking the people that's crooked. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he just made this out of thin air. It's crooked preachers in these churches, man. And why y'all getting mad at Druski? Call out the crooked preacher. Find out these preachers in your neighborhoods and your town, community, and get them up out of there. Cause Druski would have never made that video about crooked preachers if it wasn't really crooked preachers around here in the world. So, like, what we talking about here, man? Like, let's start with that first, man. He would have never even had that thought if it wasn't crooked preachers going on, man. And then it's a preacher. I seen a video clip of a preacher responding to Druski videos, and then he was like cussing at him. He was like, F that MFer, and you know what I'm saying? I don't want to do no cussing because, like YouTube and all that stuff. But look, man, y'all know the vibe. Y'all know what I'm saying. But yeah, he was like, F that MFer and this dude, and you know what I'm saying? Like, this a preacher talking at his church doing a live service, cussing at like Druski, you know what I'm saying, through video or whatever. Somebody recorded or whatever. And yeah, got that man on camera in front of his congregation, in front of his people, cussing, like talking bad about Druski. Like, what we doing here, man? Like, how you gonna correct the wrong with a wrong? Like, that let me know, like, to me, that's being a fake preacher. Like, cause the word of God, you don't respond like responding back to wrong by doing wrong. I don't know where that is in the Bible. Can y'all highlight and like show that to me? And by him doing that action, that's the exact action and type of stuff going on in the churches that Druski was talking about. Like that, that fake stuff, man. Cause to me, that fake, man. You don't like do wrong like that, like, or try to correct wrong by doing wrong yourself. Like, that's so lame to me, man. So when I heard that, I gave you trying to get a viral moment or whatever, but to me, I think they need to drag him through the mud, man. Like, I'm talking about far, like just getting on him, man. Cause you don't do that, man. And then my thing is this too. If you're not a crooked preacher, why are you talking about it? He talking only for the crooked preacher. If you ain't a crooked preacher and you doing right by your church and by your society and your morals and everything, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. Then when you do respond, you cussing at the man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, major cuss words. So I'm like, yeah, man, how real of a preacher? I look at him different. If I went to that church, I'd be looking at him different. Like, that's how you respond. You know what I'm saying? That's how your religious character responds like that as a preacher. You leading the pack, you leading the people, and that's how you respond. And y'all gonna let that be y'all leader? This y'all do? Man, come on, man. Let's think about that now. So, Druski, when he did that video, it exposed a lot of people. Not even just the crooked preacher he making fun of, the people coming out. You know what I'm saying? The hit dog holler, bar. Yeah, it's hollering, man. Get off the leash. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Druski, you did your thing on that. You exposed you woke up a lot of people, man. And then another thing too, by you doing that video, Druski, all the like preachers and deacons and stuff that crooked, it gonna make them kind of tighten up. Cause now that video got so big and went so viral, a lot of people see that video. Now they gonna start looking at their own preachers at the church and seeing what they got going on, seeing what they doing. So I'm just saying, it's waking a lot of people up, getting a lot of people in order. You know what I'm saying? They're going to church. You know what I'm saying? They study the word. So yeah, man. Shout out to Druski. I just want to bring that up, man, because folk walking around here so crooked, man, and I'm just saying, man, like, that's crazy. And then another preacher said, preachers, they give back more than rappers do. First of all, Druski ain't a rapper. He don't even rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? He a comedian. And then if preachers do give back more than if preachers do give back more than rappers, they should. Like that's, it's, preachers about a God-given spirit. They do that. Like, so what is the flex on saying preachers give back more than rappers? If y'all do, that's commendable. And, if you look at the, the job titles, y'all should do that more. You know what I'm saying? Rappers are rapping, they be gangster, and you got conscious rappers. All rappers ain't, gangster and all. They got country rappers, lyrical rappers, and humorous rappers, and poetry type rappers, all type of rappers, man. Like uh political type rappers. You got all type of rappers, man. So, but a preacher is the word of God and living through God. You know what I'm saying? Acting through what God would do. So yeah, if you give back more than a rapper do, I mean, that's like a giving. That's like a duh type moment. Like, what we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like a 10-year-old saying I could clean up my room better than a 3-year-old. I mean, you should be better. Like, I can clean up the room better than my little brother that's 3 years old and I'm 10. You should be able to do that. You 10 years old. Like, it's a given. It's a given you should do that. I mean, like, that's like what we doing. It don't make no sense, man. But shout out to Druski, like, for putting the word out there and like, come on, man. We're exposing the preachers. That's all I can say. You know what I'm saying? So, but look, man, I ain't gonna get too much into that. These preachers out here wild, crooked, man. And like, yeah, man. So, but look, we at 10K though, man. We having fun. This episode 71. Episode 71, man. Stop playing. And we didn't get to the first jersey, man. And the first jersey, man, finna get into this. He a legend, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stop playing with this man's name, man. And look, I'm gonna have fun talking about this dude. He a piss, but he's like legendary. Like, he'll get on your skin. He talk stuff, and look, he do his job well too. Not just that, like in the sport he play in, he a high elite level what he do. But who we talking about, man? The first jersey I'm finna pull out is this guy right here. Stop playing with this guy, man. Episode 71 on the Pull Out Game podcast. Here we go, y'all. Here we go. Man, come on, man. Y'all see who this is, man. The Sonics, man. Seattle Sonics, man. Seattle Supersonics, Seattle Sonics. They took out the Super at one point. They called them Seattle Sonics, but back in the days, man, I still remember as the Seattle Supersonics, man. You know what I'm saying? Isn't it ironic? The Lakers beat the Supersonics. Y'all remember what Q said, man? That was the Supersonics back then, man. But yeah, man, look. Before I get to it, let's show the front. I always gotta pay respects to the front. Yeah, y'all see what that is. Don't let that be shown way before I turn it back. Yeah, man. Yeah, y'all see it, man. All stick, everything, man. Who it is? Yes, you just seen it. Gary the Glove Payton, man. Gary the Glove Payton. Yeah. Yeah, man. That's it, man. Gary Payton, man. Gary Payton. That's what we doing. Gary Payton. Y'all stop playing with this guy, man. Yeah. Gary Payton, man. Let's talk about old Gary Payton. What y'all know about Gary Payton, though, man? Come on, man. This jersey's clean, too, man. Yeah. Gary Payton. Let's talk about old Gary Payton, man. Gary Payton, man. This Gary Payton. Look, man. This dude was born in Oakland, California, man. He a Bay Area legend, man. He a legend like E40, Too Short. But, he played basketball, though. Growing up, man, his dad was his coach all the way up to 10th grade, man. And his dad was so strict. And his dad was one of them type daddies, like, he said his dad was slick like a hater, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, it made him better, though. But he was saying, like, his dad was on the tip, like, Gary Payton. I heard these stories like this before, but Gary Payton said, like, he'll be at the court or he'll be at the game at school, and Gary Payton will drop, like, I don't know, he'll drop, like, 35, 40 points. And his dad was like, yeah, that's all right, though. Why you ain't get 60? Why you ain't get 65? And then the whole ride home, he be, like, disappointed because Gary Payton didn't drop, like, more points than what he scored. And then Gary Payton was, like, confused, like, why my dad be tripping like that? So he'll take him home, drop him all, and Gary Payton dad drive off, and he probably won't see him for the rest of the day. And and it used to kind of make Gary Payton feel. Well, it did make Gary Payton feel bad, but it made him stronger. Gary Payton was a dude that he used to be on the block with his homeboys, and he said like majority of all his homeboys was selling dope. But Gary Payton, what that dude, he was strong minded. He had his own mind, and he used to be like, "Hey, look, y'all go ahead and do y'all thing, man. I'm finna go and tuck it in and go home and tuck it in, get ready to go to bed so I can get up in the morning and go to school and and practice on my basketball, man. Go to practice and and work toward my dreams." And he never looked down on none of the dope boys that did drugs. He never did that. He never looked down on them at all. You know what I'm saying? He just was on the tip like, "Hey, that what y'all doing? And did what I'm doing." So like, yeah, man. So but Gary Payton was always his own mind, man, always his own brain. And Gary Payton said he never been no follower. And you look at him on the court. Like if y'all see, I watch Gary Payton play in real time. This ain't no I watch highlights, back when you had the Jordan, Charles Barkley, Gary Payton, all them. I'm just saying, I watched them actual game Gary Payton played, man, with Sean Kemp. But they were like one of the best duos ever, man. Sean Kemp, Gary Payton. Like, what we doing, man? Come on, man. But look, this the thing, man. Gary Payton nickname, in case y'all didn't know, y'all should know if y'all know basketball. If y'all a fan of Gary Payton, y'all should know his nickname is the Glove. And so, a lot of people probably wondering, like, where he got the name the Glove from? So it came, I think, back in like 92, 93. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was well into the league because he got drafted in 1990. So he was in the league with 89, 90. I think 93, Kevin Johnson, Kevin Johnson at the time, Kevin Johnson played for the Phoenix Suns. And Kevin Johnson was dropping like 25, 30 some points a game. Like he was dropping buckets. And then I think it was a playoff game, or I won't say a playoff game, but Gary Payton started checking him. He started guarding Kevin Johnson. And when Gary Payton started guarding him, I think it was like a game 7 or something like that. A game 6, I can't remember which one it was, but they needed Gary Payton to, do something with Kevin Johnson, lock him in, lock him down. And Gary Payton squared up. He like, I'll take the job on. He started guarding Kevin Johnson. And Kevin Johnson, that game, he only dropped like 14 points. He had like 5 assists and, like 5 rebounds, something like that. But he ain't dropped no 25, 30 points like he usually do. He only had like 13 or 14 points that game. Gary Payton locked him in. And then Gary Payton had a cousin, like that he knew like real close. Like, cause when I say that he knew, because you got some cousins that you ain't real familiar with or you ain't real close to. But he knew when he was rocking with his cousin. And his cousin was close with him. So after that game, I think like the next day or that night, after Gary Payton locked Kevin Johnson down, Kevin Johnson stay tuned, got the Kevin Johnson jersey. Stay tuned. Yeah, man, y'all just stay tuned, man. But Gary Payton got a call from his cousin. And then soon as Gary Payton picked up the phone, it's a dude that said, "Hey, Glove, hey, Glove." Gary Payton then recognized that name or who was saying it. So he like, man, y'all stop playing on my phone. He hung up the phone. And then the same number called back again. And then soon he picked up, Gary Payton picked up. And his cousin, that was his cousin. Just like the first time when Gary Payton hung up on him, but Gary Payton didn't know that. But anyway, Gary Payton picked up the phone. Soon as he picked up the phone, his cousin like, hey, cuz, don't hang it up. Don't hang it up. This your cousin, man. This your cousin. And then Gary Payton like, man, why you playing on my phone calling me the Glove, man? Where did that come from? Why you call me the Glove? He said, look, man, I called you the Glove because when you locked down Kevin Johnson, man, you had him like cuffed like a baseball in a baseball glove. Like he couldn't go nowhere. Like you had him like wrapped up. Like how baseball be in a baseball glove. And then Gary Payton thought about like, man, you know what? That's crazy you said that, man, because, Gary Payton started thinking like, I do have defense. I lock people down like that. And that's how I want to pride myself when I play basketball. I want to pride myself on locking people down like that. You know what I'm saying? So, it started floating around the league here and there. Then, the commissioner, he been hearing about it. And then, they start making a little trademark about the glove and all that. And next thing you know, it's stuck in the league. And ever since then, it been a household nickname for Gary Payton, the glove. Like Gary Payton got elite defense, man. He got elite defense. And another thing too about Gary Payton, but yeah, that's how he got his name, the glove. But another thing about Gary Payton is like one of the top five, I probably say top five trash talkers of all time. All time. You know, you got your Larry Birds and you got your MJs and you got your people talking stuff, but man, I put Dennis Rodman in there, but Gary Payton is top five, hands down, one of the greatest trash talkers of all time, man. I'm talking about dude, do not. I mean, I'm talking about he had to the point where he be ready to, like, he be wanting you to like get so mad that you be want to fight him, but he give you that energy like he'll fight you back. Like, so his trash talking is elite, man. Y'all gotta pay attention to Gary Payton, man. He wasn't no joke, man. And his defense. Could you imagine somebody talking supreme trash and at the same time they got supreme defense? You can't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You can't get past them. And at the same time, when you can't get past them, he talking stuff in your face the whole time. That'll mess with your mental, like, man, if you ain't strong enough. So, man, shout out to Gary Payton, man. And they had the Last Dance with Michael Jordan, the documentary, and they had the little situation where they were saying, like, the Bulls went up 2-0, and then game 3, it was like, Gary Payton, got the assignment to check Jordan. And they saying after, he checked Jordan, Gary Payton basically saying like he didn't like shut him down and lock him down, but he slowed him down. Michael Jordan they showed Michael Jordan watching Gary Payton say that on the Last Dance through a video, and Michael Jordan just laughing. He was just laughing his butt off, like. But Gary Payton saying he had like a torn, not torn, but like a fractured ankle or something that real bad, and that's why he wasn't allowed to check Jordan at the beginning of the finals in '96. So but Gary Payton convinced the coach and the team, like, hey, I could check Jordan. So basically he's saying, this is what Gary Payton saying. Gary Payton saying, if I check Jordan the whole series from the jump, Seattle would have beat the Bulls, which I don't believe that at all. I feel the Bulls would have won. Like, it might have took, I don't know. Well, it took 6 games because, Seattle ended up winning like game 3 and 4 or something like that. Then, and then the Bulls, I think 3 and 4. And then 5 and 6, the Bulls won. Yeah, so Seattle, Bulls won 1 and 2. Seattle won 3 and 4, and the Bulls won 5 and 6. And so they beat them 4-2. But I know it was 4-2 though. But I can't remember like if Seattle won game 3 and then the Bulls won game 4, then Seattle won game 5. It could have been like that. But I know. But how I want to say it, the Bulls won game 1 and 2. Seattle won game 3 and 4, and Bulls won 5 and 6. Yeah, so but yeah, man, this Gary Payton all-star everything, man. Gary Payton is a beast. Like I said, he from the streets of Oakland, California. And then, somebody that was under his wing that he mentored with Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd from the Bay, Oakland, California. And they used to play basketball, on the courts of Oakland. And yeah, he took Jason Kidd under his wing and taught him stuff, and because Jason Kidd became a supreme point guard. And, I give a lot of that credit to Gary Payton. Like, Gary Payton took Jason Kidd under his wing, man. So you got to show love to Gary Payton, man. And, Gary Payton and like MJ had a lot of battles. Gary Payton and Sean Kemp, y'all stay tuned. Pull out that Sean Kemp all-star everything jersey. Y'all stay tuned, man. It's a lot of jersey cracking off on the pull-out game, man. I'm telling you, man, this like unlimited. Y'all stay tuned, man. It's crazy, ridiculous, man. But look, I just want to say, man, Gary Payton and Sean Kemp is like one of the greatest duos of all time, man. Gary Payton had that vision, had the assist. You know what I'm saying? Sean Kemp had the athleticism, and he had the relentless, I dunk on you, just don't care. He had the athleticism, but he had that I don't give a damn either type attitude, and I dunk on you. He had the most disrespectful dunks of all time, man. Sean Kemp. But look, man, we ain't talking about Sean Kemp right now. We're talking about Gary Payton. But Gary Payton is older than Sean Kemp, and Gary Payton knew it was gonna be like a crazy dope duo. He knew it was gonna pop off. He knew it. He knew it. He knew it. You know what I'm saying? So when they got together, I'm telling you, man. Then they got Deadly Shrimp. Uh, you know what I'm saying? They had Sam Perkins. I'm talking about, man. They had a squad, man. They had a squad, and Seattle. You know, that's how they got to the final to play the Bulls, man. Like, you know, they had everything that they needed at their disposal, man. But it just one dude that they call MJ, man. They couldn't get past him, man. MJ had the '90s on lock, man. And you know what's crazy too? Gary Payton, you know, he older now. You know what I'm saying? He ain't like rocking chair old or nothing like that, but he older now. He's an older guy. And, you know, I think one day there was one game that KD was playing, you know, they was playing the I think that when KD was in Phoenix. And yeah, the Phoenix Suns, they was playing I think Golden State Warriors. And everybody know Gary Payton's son, Gary Payton's the second. Everybody know that, you know, his son played for Golden State. So Phoenix was playing Golden State. So KD and not Gary Payton the second that's playing now, or that's playing like, you know, I'm talking about the original Gary Payton, his dad, right here, the jersey I got. KD and Gary Payton right here got into it. Like they weren't like getting a point like they were finna fight, but they were talking trash to each other. Gary Payton was in the stands, KD was on the court, and you know they were like talking stuff, and everybody was listening to him too. And you know it's crazy too because Gary Payton say something like, you know, my game right here, I'm on the roof. You know what I'm saying? And KD was saying something like, you know, just I can't remember it quote for quote what they said, but Gary Payton like, you know, I'm on the roof. This is what my game is, and you know what I'm saying? And KD will say something like, well, if you're on the roof, I'm in the sky. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. You know, they were talking stuff. And then KD said something about when you made it to this stage of the career that I'm at now, you the eighth man on the bench. He was cooking Gary Payton. I ain't gonna lie. My boy KD was cooking Gary Payton. But, you know, but at the end of the day though, you know, all that talking trash energy, it really show when you're on the court, cause you really like your adrenaline pumping. See, Gary Payton, he old, retired, and he just chilling, you know. And I would like to see KD trash talk Gary Payton in his prime though, because that's when Gary Payton was at his best. I ain't, you know, and I don't know who would have won, cause KD got some good trash talk too. A lot of people underestimate KD defense and his trash talking. I'm telling you, man. But cause KD my favorite player of all time, that don't mean I can just give him the trash talk award over Gary Payton. I don't know who would have won, but Gary Payton would have came way stronger than what he did in the stand that day. He was, you know, going back and forth with KD, man. But it's just what it is though, man. So it's hard to out talk Gary Payton trash talking in his prime, and I'm telling y'all, I miss them days, y'all. What about y'all? Cause I miss them days. But look, man, what I'm finna do now, I'm finna show the jersey again, man. Y'all already know that's coming. Yeah, Gary Payton, all state everything, man. Gary Payton. You already know it. Yeah, man. Gary Payton. All stitch everything, man. Authentic. Authentic Gary Payton, man. All stitch. Everything. Yeah, this Gary Payton, man. Yeah. Y'all stop playing with the glove, man. Stop playing with the glove. But look, man, this Gary Payton, man, all still everything, man. I'm talking about one of the greatest defenders of all time, one of the best point guards that ever do it. I'm talking about relentless, not scary. He don't back down from nobody. Oh, hold on, y'all. The mic tripping. I don't want it to fall, man. He might cost too much. But look, okay, we back good now. But stay there. Sit. Look, Gary Payton, man. You a legend. Appreciate your game. Had to give you your flowers. You know what I'm saying? You were like a half part of the best, one of the best duos ever. I ain't gonna say the best duo, but one of the best to ever do it, man. Gary Payton and Sean Kemp. So y'all stay tuned when I pull that Sean Kemp jersey out. Man, I'm telling you, going down, man. But look, y'all stay tuned, man. Y'all just been hit with segment 1, man. Segment 2 on the way. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, this the Pull Out Game podcast, man. Y'all see the name in the back, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all see the vibes, man. It's a party over here, man. But yeah, shout out to Gary Payton. All stitch everything, man. Gary Payton, the glove, man. I just told y'all how he got his name, man. So, I mean, I'm dropping signs, man. Cause I don't think nobody really broke down how he got his name. Well, Gary Payton had before, but I ain't heard nobody else really break it down to nobody. So, I had to go and do that for my people, man. I try to give y'all the backstory on these players and what they got going on, man. Cause these players are legendary, man. They deserve, like, you know what I'm saying, to have their champagne, they flowers, man, they cigars, man. You already know it, man. But this Gary Payton, man, all stitch everything, man. Authentic Seattle Sonic basketball jersey, man. You already know it, man. Gary Payton, man. Y'all stay tuned, man, for more. I'm out.
My brain is exhausted, I'm thinking awkward. Lanes I make you eat a plate of sausage made from Lorraine to Bobby. I may be modest, you paying homage on crazy honor.
Danny, Jesse, Joey, the twins. Them some full house names. Man, I represent y'all. Appreciate y'all showing love to the pullout game. Freestyle, me wild, he's wild. I got it locked down like the black dude on the Green Mile. I'm too crazy to rap. I stay off the top like this Patriots hat. You know how we do it. On the mic, I'm straight live. I appreciate y'all, all the 10K subscribers. I dunk on y'all like James Worthy. I appreciate y'all looking at all the authentic jerseys. All the other rappers, they all lame. I'm finna shine bright like the screen on the arcade. A little freestyle today. Freestyle all day, man. But got some new music coming out. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all heard my music. Y'all heard it. Y'all know y'all liking the intro. So, I did freestyle just to have fun, man. Like if I had really was into the freestyle, really, I did off the dome. I ain't even, I freestyled to do that. You know what I'm saying? I freestyled my thoughts to do that. But well, I'm just playing around with y'all, man. But I get down with the music. But look, man, it's the Pull Out Game podcast. And look, man, the 10K subscriber, I can't thank y'all enough, man. I just can't thank y'all enough, man. Y'all are the truth. Y'all the goats. Stuff don't run without my peoples, man. Y'all know that, man. For real. But look, here we go, man. Let's talk about something else, man. Let's talk about something else. I don't know, have y'all heard about it? I don't know, have y'all heard? Have y'all heard? I don't know, have y'all heard the Anton Daniels and the Corey Holcomb situation went on? Like, man, if y'all don't know about that, y'all look that up, man. Corey Holcomb is a comedian. I've been watching Corey Holcomb since he been on Comic View. Corey Holcomb is like real underrated. He very underrated. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't get the credit he deserved to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen him do stand up. He really funny like that. He was funny on Wild 'N Out. He a funny dude. Like he a real funny comedian. I don't call a lot of comedians funny. I don't take that lightly. So if I call you funny, like, because I don't laugh at everybody's jokes like that. But Corey Holcomb, like one of them, he got a kind of humor like Mike Epps do. Like he could be funny on stage, but you could take him off stage and be at like a family cookout and he'll still have you laughing the same way. So he got that type of comedy energy too, man. He like a born comedian. But anyway, he done moved into the podcast space. You know what I'm saying? Got a podcast called 5150 Podcast. You know what I'm saying? And it's a dude on now named Craig Facts or something like that. I know his name ain't Fact, but then you got another girl named Darlene. And yo, it's a female on there named Darlene. She older now, but my homeboy, shout out to my homeboy Tree. I didn't even know this, but she on the cover of Ice-T cover back in the days. What I forgot the name of the album cover. I want to say is it the Power album cover? I forgot the name of the Ice-T cover, but she on the front of the cover with a shotgun. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she like got a bikini on, a two-piece. I'm like, that's Darlene? But anyway, Ice-T, you know what I'm saying? Get your ice right. Ice-T album cover. But anyway, Corey Holcomb got into it with Anton Daniels. That's right, Anton Daniels. So they got into it, and it's crazy because the whole time, Anton came up there looking for like smoke and looking for like I guess some kind of beef or something like that. And cause Corey Holcomb talk stuff, and Corey Holcomb was like, saying he kissed the butt of white Caucasians, and Anton Daniel said you sucked the D of all black people and stuff, trying to cater to them, and mind you, both of these are black men, and then they got into it. Darlene was sitting in the middle, Anton Daniels and Corey Holcomb sitting on the outside, and it got so heated. Corey Holcomb told Darlene to move out her seat. You know what I'm saying? The Ice-T album cover model. Shout out to Darlene with that. That was dope. But anyway, she moved out the way. Corey Holcomb told her to get up. She got up. Corey Holcomb sat where Darlene was sitting at, and then Corey Holcomb got all in Anton Daniel's face. They started like, jawing, like back and forth, talking stuff. I'm talking about in each other's face like this, like crazy, like. But yeah, man, it got real heated, and Corey Holcomb like, say that I suck D again, see what happened. And then, Anton Daniels said, we ain't got to do no talking. He put the mic down. He's like, we go outside right now. And like, we go ahead and do this. Corey Holcomb, he declined. But, it's a lot of stuff, like, a lot of people saying that people saying Corey Holcomb won because Corey Holcomb told Anton Daniels, say that I suck D again and see what happened. And, to be fair, Anton Daniels didn't say it again. Most people, when they ready to fight, they down for whatever. They were like, they'll say it again just so they can fight. They ready to fight now. But Anton Daniels did not say it again. But on the same token, Anton Daniels did say it. And then he said, let's not do no more talk. Let's go outside. So, and Corey Holcomb did go outside. So, both of them did like a back down type of vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't want to fight. You can tell both of them really didn't want to fight though. But, a lot of people saying that Anton Daniels didn't want to go outside because camera time, if you go off the camera, you could do anything then. You could plead, you could beg for your life, you could like talk it out, and then, and he kind of felt like Corey Holcomb finna like punch him. So he got up and like, let's go outside because he really didn't want to fight. He gonna try to piece it out off camera. And he looked gangster on camera. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Then, Corey Holcomb, a lot of people saying Corey Holcomb, won that, call it that. And then a lot of people saying Anton Daniels did call him out, got up in his face and got loud with him on his own show. And Corey Holcomb, kind of calmed down a little bit. And then, they shook hands, they pieced it up. But then it started back again. They started beefing again, and I'm just saying, man, Corey Holcomb started calling Anton the B words, and, and the girl he was with that came with him on the show, Anton Daniel girl, or whoever that was, I'm saying, Corey Holcomb called her a B. Like, it was just like going on. It was just crazy. But, so they've been beefing back and forth with that, man. My thing is this though, man, like, I seen a lot of people taking Anton Daniel's side, and I seen a lot of people taking Corey Holcomb's side. And I ain't trying to be the peacemaker black brother, you know what I'm saying, the Black Panther Party brother, but I'm just saying, man, like, I'm just being honest though, man, like, we get on these platforms like this and like just beefing with each other like that. Look, I get it, man. Don't back down from nobody though, you know what I'm saying, cause I feel Anton Daniel did stand his ground. He didn't back down from nobody. You know what I'm saying? He didn't back down, and when Corey Holcomb got in his face and like a damn drill sergeant on cocaine, he still didn't back down. But at the same time though, man, like, you know what I'm saying? Cause I'm all about it too. I ain't backing down for nobody. But at the same time though, why do it got to get to that point? I'm the type, if it get to that point, like, we here now. But, at the same time though, like, before it get to that point, like, why we gotta be beefing with each other like that? Like, why do stuff have to, like, erupt to a volcano like that? Like, why? And it's all blacks on blacks too, like, all the time. Like, I constantly seeing people on YouTube and a lot of other places, like, always at each other's throats. Always at each other's throats, man. Always at each other's throats. Jim Jones and Cameron. You know what I'm saying? Anton Daniels and Corey Holcomb, man. Just it's always somebody 50 Cent and Fabulous. Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, I can't, like dissing and hip hop, that rap beef, like rap battles, that's part of hip hop. So that's just a competitive sport, like no different than basketball, baseball, football. Like hip hop battling been going on for years. You know what I'm saying? So Busy B and Cool Mo D, like, you know what I'm saying, been going on back in the days, man. But a lot of y'all don't know, y'all ain't hip hop head. Busy B was a rapper, but he wasn't a rapper like just spitting rhymes and doing that. He was like a party rapper, like bang diggy bang a bong a dong diggy diggy bang diggy bong. He was doing that, getting the crowd hype. You know what I'm saying? Cool Mo D came after him and said, "Look, man, I'm tired of this dude like doing that and think that's good enough. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real rapper." So Cool Mo D came up behind Busy B and started dissing Busy B on how he get the crowd hype and start battling him on that. So, and that's really how really like one of the first battles started in hip hop. Like, so that's crazy, man. But at the same time though, that's hip hop, that's battling, that competitive sport. Called now, that was back in like the early 80s. Cool Mo D and Busy B like great friends now. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's just all in a competitive sport and fun of hip hop. But at the same time though, man, like Corey Holcomb and Anton Daniels, man, that jump right there could have went left field, man. See, Corey Holcomb looked at as the gangster comedian, and Anton Daniels looked at as the podcast, social media nerd type dude. He had the glasses, kind of chubby like, so I don't know if Corey Holcomb thought he could punk him, but he didn't. And Anton Dan going on all these platforms talking about he a sucker, Corey Holcomb a sucker, and I would have beat him down if something went, popped off, and he can't handle me, and he a scary little punk. He going on. So yeah, but at the end of the day, he helping both platforms though, cause more people get to know who Anton Daniels is, and a lot of people, Anton Daniel fan base, a lot of people didn't know who Corey Holcomb was. But a lot of them did probably because Cole Holcomb been doing this for years, since like the 90s. But I'm just saying though, man, it helped them out. But why do it gotta get to that point though? Like they beefing like that? Why blacks on blacks all the time? Blacks on blacks on blacks on blacks on blacks. Not racks on racks on racks on racks on racks. It's blacks on blacks on blacks on blacks on blacks. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's so whack, so whack, so whack, so whack, so whack. But I mean, it's part of the game. Like, I'm to the point now, man. I'm not even gonna try to be like, say speeches about us black brothers and queens. Y'all should stop beefing with each other. Cause no matter what you say, from Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and you know what I'm saying, Nelson Mandela. You could, whoever you want to say. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Louis Farrakhan, like whoever you want to get. They've been preaching like black unity. And these people, they got big platforms and huge platforms, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Martin Luther King, man, Malcolm X, all that. Big platforms, huge, gigantic platforms, and they couldn't make people stop. So I'm just saying. So what would it do if like somebody else said? You know what I'm saying? It's good to preach that and tell that, but man, at the end of the day, man, the world is so far gone. People just gonna do what they want to do. If you being realistic, there's nothing you can do to stop it. Like nothing. The only way you probably can stop it would put somebody in jail or something. I don't condone nobody going to prison or jail. But I'm just saying, like, that would be the only way. So I'm just saying, like, and it said that would be the only way. And like I said, I'm not condoning nobody go to prison or jail. I'm just saying that would be the only resort. Cause nothing else is gonna work. Nothing else is gonna work. So yeah, man, it's not gonna stop, man. Like either that black versus that black is gonna be cool with them or not. And if they ain't cool with them, they going off the deep end, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing else. Nobody could get in the way after that. It's just gonna be said what it said. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, Anton Daniels, man, and Corey Holcomb, man. What I think y'all need to do. This is just my little, penny in the piggy bank. You know what I'm saying? My little penny. Not 2 cents, my little penny in the piggy bank. But what I think y'all should do, I think y'all should do a part 2. And like talk it out as men and and squash that, man. That's what I think y'all should do, man. Like, you know, cause like I rock with some of Anton Daniels videos, and I rock with Corey, you know, some of Corey Holcomb videos. So, you know, like, man, come on, man, black folk, man. I mean, y'all pretty sure y'all went viral and got a nice little check off of it. And you know, another thing too, Anton Daniels smart because Anton Daniels, you know, a lot of people saying like Anton Daniels, you know, didn't want to fight like that. He said they go out bad because he wanted peace behind the camera. You know, he was gonna beg Corey Holcomb like to spare him behind the camera. But it could have been, and I was thinking, told my homeboy that Anton Daniel probably did want to fight and really said they go out bad. Not because he was trying to plead the case, you know, plead the case off camera, but I feel he wanted to go out bad because he knew, like, you know, Anton Daniel be getting paid a little bit off this video. And already went viral because they been cussing and fussing at each other. So they already finna get some bread. At the same time, y'all would have ruined all that money if y'all got to fight. Cause y'all fight on YouTube and it was live, so y'all couldn't like edit or do no edits or nothing cause it's live. So y'all had got to fight on YouTube. I mean, YouTube would have demonetized that video. They would have took it down, blocked it, and then one of y'all would have got paid. So I mean, probably would have messed with Corey Holcomb channel. Probably would have like Anton Daniels probably got flagged some kind of way. I don't know, but probably would have just messed up everything. So I'm thinking too that why he said let's fight off camera. But you know, it's what it is, man. It's all, you know, whatever stuff, man, messy stuff, man. It's what it is, man. You know, y'all fight on the playground, then next day y'all make some sand castles, man. You know what I'm saying? But look, man, we finna get into the next jersey, man. The next jersey. This dude right here don't get talked about enough. A legendary legend. He's a beast. I'm talking about a dude, like, he had a slow start, but it caught on, and luckily through some help, man, somebody looked out for him, and when he got a real chance to shine, he took off like a certified rocket. And I ain't talking about Houston, I'm talking about a real rocket. But look, man, who I'm talking about? This dude right here, man. And these jerseys right here, they don't have no names on the back. But at the same time, y'all want to know who the player is, and I'm finna tell y'all about him. You know what I'm saying? To get y'all linked on to him. And once I get y'all linked on to him, y'all can go do y'all Googles and y'all YouTube videos and searches and check dude out. He's a problem. I'm telling y'all. But who we talking about, man? This dude right here, man. Hold up, hold up. Man, Boston Red Sox, All-Star, everything, man. Come on, man. Look, man, this right here, this is World Series jersey. Whoever I'm talking about, whoever it could be, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna let y'all know that in a minute. But whoever this could be, yeah, man, come on, man. This the 04 World Series, man. Stop playing, man. Yeah, stop playing. But who we talking about? I'm turning around. It ain't got no name on the back. But number 34 for the Boston Red Sox, man. Number 34, man. This David Ortiz, man. A.K.A. Big Papi, man. Man, that man ain't Big Papi, man. David Ortiz. Play for the Boston Red Sox, man. Come on, man. David Ortiz, man. Y'all don't know who David Ortiz, man. Y'all slipping, man. Come on, man. Let's talk about old Big Papi, man. Look, man, I don't even be calling no men Big Papi, man, but you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's his nickname though. Like, that's his certified real baseball nickname, Big Papi. I ain't in the movie calling no Big Papi, but that's really his name. Don't call him what they call him. They call him Big Papi. But the dude is a beast. I'm talking about he a beast, man. And plus, I had to call him Big Papi too, man, because that's his real life nickname. And I got to give my fans, like, the real go down on what the nicknames is. Like, you know, like, it ain't no different from calling Gary Payton the Glove. I got to give y'all the nicknames if they got one. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that is. But look, man, David Ortiz, man, you know what I'm saying? He a left-handed first baseman for the Boston Red Sox. He retired at. But look, before all that, you know what I'm saying? He from Dominican Republic, man. And like somewhere in that area, but I say Dominican Republic, like in that region, he a Dominican Republican. Is that how you say Dominican Republican? When you say like American or I don't know or something like that, you say Dominican Republican. Yeah, yeah, I guess so. But anyway, David Ortiz, man, he from the Dominican Republic, Dominican Republican, and yeah, he came up, man, like loving to play baseball, man. He always wanted to play, and the thing about David Ortiz though, man, he had a slow start, man, because he had good offense. People discovered that he could hit the ball real good, but like he was real slow. He was real slow. He didn't have no speed at all. He was a little chubby, and he didn't have good defense. The defense wasn't there. So he ended up, doing the thing in the Dominican Republic. And after he did that, he came to the States and he got a contract, you know, I want to say with the Minnesota Twins, and he did his thing. And when he did go to the Minnesota Twins, he could hit, but he was getting on base, he was doing his thing and producing runs, but he was so slow, man. It was like not causing him to get a lot of playing time. And when he didn't get a lot of that playing time, man, it was messing up his production. And when he was messing up his production, people start looking at him like, kind of washed up. So after that Minnesota Twin season, they were gonna they had basically gonna let him go. And then it was crazy too because it's a baseball player called his name Pedro Martinez. Yeah, shout out to Pedro Martinez, got his jersey too. So Pedro Martinez reached out to him. I don't know if Pedro Martinez reached out to him or David Ortiz reached out to Pedro Martinez. But either way, Pedro Martinez, he well established in the baseball world, in the MLB. He was a professional pitcher for baseball. And I want to say Pedro Martinez reached out to David Ortiz, and he said, "Man, look, man, you got some more to give in the game." So what he did was he talked to like some of the owners and the players and the people that run the Boston Red Sox, and then he basically told the owners and the organization like, "Look, y'all need to sign this dude, man. Like this dude got a lot like that we haven't seen yet. He got a lot of potential, and he gonna be big, man. I'm telling y'all, he gonna be that guy." And then they took Pedro Martinez word for it. With players don't really have pull to do stuff like that, but Pedro Martinez basically saved David Ortiz's life, like his career. Because if it wasn't for Pedro Martinez putting that call in or putting that word in, because Pedro Martinez well respected in baseball. He had a lot of beefs and stuff in baseball, Pedro Martinez, but everybody know he well respected. He elite at pitching and what he do, and he real cool with David Ortiz, man. And you know how they had that saying, "It ain't what you know, it's who you know," and that's what happened with David Ortiz. He had the skills, but he lacked in a lot of other areas too. But you got great elite hitting skills, and then on top of that, you got somebody like Pedro Martinez backing you. So Pedro Martinez backed him. They allowed him to be on the Boston Red Sox, and his colors shine through. He did his thing. He started having like big time stats, and next thing you know, man, Pedro Martinez, like he was like a great mentor to him, and showed him the ropes and told him like what life like being in a big spotlight, being like from overseas. Cause Pedro Martinez, he from over there too, Dominican Republic too. So he know what it's like to be from that area and be an American in the States, and like all the eyes on you. And yeah, after that, man, David Ortiz, he shined through, man. He started like hitting home runs, and his last season he retired. He held the record for the most home runs of somebody playing in their last season. That's dope. That's crazy work, man. You know what I'm saying? So David Ortiz, man. And then another thing happened to David Ortiz too, man. I think this I won't say this after he retired. It was around that time he finna retire. After, I won't say after, but he went to a sports bar in the Dominican Republic and thinking like, and knowing he's well loved over there. and thinking like nothing happened to him. He went in a sport bar and somebody just walked up to him and shot him. I think they shot him in the stomach. And then the whole time they were going to the hospital in the Dominican Republic, he was in the ambulance in the back of it. And then he was telling the ambulance dude the whole time, like, please don't let me die. I'm a real good guy. And, you know, just by him saying it, just like bearing his soul, like they let you know, like, damn, man, like that dude want to live, man. But, you know, he ended up surviving. Thank God he survived. Shout out to David Ortiz, man. But he did a lot for Boston Red Sox organization too, man. You know, and he won 3 World Series with them boys, man. Like this a World Series jersey right here, a '04 jersey. But yeah, man. I mean, you know, he had 8,648 bats, 2,472 hits, 541 career home runs, 286 batting average, 1,419 runs, uh, total runs, and like RBIs 1,768. He only had 17 stolen bases, man. Like the dude was not good at running, like at all, man. And you know what I'm saying? On base percentage 380, slugging percentage 552. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, dude was like, he was nice, man. He was a beast with it, man. Like for real. But his main component was hitting. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I mean, you know, his mom, then, you know, his mom had ended up passing. And, you know, that really, like, well, that was like early on in his career. But after that, that lit a fire up under him, man. Like, it really did. It lit a, like, real fire up under him. And after then, made him want to get better and more determined. And, like, yeah. So Pedro Martinez saved him, man. Like, you know, from not just being no anybody. You know what I'm saying? He saved him, like, you know, not throwing his life away. He gave him another chance at baseball. You know, Pedro Martinez put that call in, hey, man, you know, y'all need to get at my homeboy. And they got at him, man, and he been on Boston Red Sox ever since. He been in his career with the Boston Red Sox, man. And David Ortiz, man, been knocking them over the wall, man. I'm talking about for real, man. There used to be another baseball player, too, named Mo Vaughn. He was a big-time Boston Red Sox player, too, but, you know, he was like, to me, David Ortiz like the upgrade of Mo Vaughn, man. Mo Vaughn was a beast. You know what I'm saying? I know Mo Vaughn nickname was like Mad Dog Mo Vaughn or something like that, but David Ortiz, aka Big Papi, man, dude was not no joke, man. I'm talking about in the World Series, he showed up every time and did his thing, man. Like so, he had a rough, slow start, but you know, he one epitome of the people that you should look at and you know say don't give up. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's what he did. You know, it was real slow and not looking good, but he didn't give up. And but I don't know if he would have gave up if Pedro Martinez, I don't know, didn't put that call in or that call didn't work. You know, they didn't, you know, take heed to what Pedro Martinez was saying, but like and turned them down. You know, David Ortiz would have worked. I don't know, but at the end of the day, man, it did. And after that, it was murder she wrote, man. The dude became like a Boston Red Sox baseball legend. But look, man, what we finna do next? Finna show the jersey again. Stop playing with David Ortiz, man, aka Big Papi, man. That's his name, man. What y'all want to say? That's his name. Well, yeah, man. Let's show the jersey again, man. The David Ortiz all-stick everything Boston Red Sox jersey. Sorry for the name ain't on the back, but you know, at one point, you're like certain parts of the career of Boston, David Ortiz had his name on the back. And it's a lot of jerseys that he played didn't have the name on the back. So it just really depends, like certain times that he, you know what jersey he had, what certain era of Boston that he played. Sometimes he had the jersey with the name on the back, sometimes they didn't. But look, man, at the end of the day, it's still David Ortiz. It's still Big Papi. Stop playing. Let's get to the jersey. Yep, man. That's it. That's it, man. David Ortiz, man. All state everything, man. This Boston Red Sox jersey cold too, man. This the World Series joint, man. What? He won 3 World Series, man. 3 of them for Boston, man. This guy is no joke, man. Shout out to David Ortiz, man. Big Poppy in the building. Yeah, man. Show that X over there, man. Boston Red Sox, man. They all still everything, but stop playing, but David Ortiz, man. Yeah, David Ortiz. Yeah, man. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. I shine like a wedding ring. I want y'all to know this, that all stitch, David Ortiz, everything. But look, man, this your boy Hen, man, checking in, checking out. That's what I'm all about. But yeah, this all stitch, everything, David Ortiz jersey, man. Y'all stop playing with your boy, man. And I'm up out of here, man. Y'all hold that thing down, man. I'm out. Choo.
My brain is exhausted, I'm thinking awkward. Lanes I make you eat a plate of sausage made from Lorraine to Bobby. I may be modest, you paying homage on crazy honor.
What it do, what it do, what it do? This your boy Hen checking back on in, man. Segment 3 to the Pull Out Game podcast, man. Episode 71, man. 71. Damn, man. Jake got finna talk about 70, man. Like 7-0. We on 7-1 now, man. So, you know, train steady moving, man. Time just steady going by, man. Jersey steady getting showcase. You already know it. But look, man. I know I usually talk, about a lot of stuff going on and this and that. But look, I ain't gonna waste no time this segment, man. Like, this segment, I really want to just get right to it, man. Because this dude, man, I mean, he done been through a lot. He done said a lot. He done did a lot. You know what I'm saying? He done proved a lot. You know what I'm saying? He legendary, man. And he's my favorite at that position. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get to, like, what I'm talking about, what sport I'm talking about and all that, man. But, yeah. And one thing I want to say, too, I know I said I don't want to get into, like, no topics and nothing like that, just get straight to the jersey, but I want to say this, too, man. I'm so sick of all y'all talking about no homo and pause and all that stuff, man. Like, I can't stand that, man. You know what I'm saying? You might be working on the car, you might got a screwdriver or something, and you like, man, I stuck it in. And then, all your homeboys be like, whoa, hold up, wait a minute, hold up. Like, I'm talking about the car. Why y'all think about sex and like gay stuff? Like, why y'all thinking about that? Like, your mind had to be in that mode of thinking or visualizing gay stuff to be thinking. I don't think of it like all the pause and no homo stuff then come out to like a couple years ago. Like back in the 90s, early 2000s, wasn't nobody doing that. We wasn't thinking about no gay stuff or no homosexual activities when we had like phrases or nothing. We were just talking and chilling. Like if it came out crazy, we didn't even think no gay stuff or nothing like that because our mind wasn't triggered like that. And so I'm older now. I don't follow no trend. If I say something and it might sound crazy, that's a personal problem because that's you thinking like homosexual men on film type of stuff. I ain't thinking like that. I love women. So I don't know where it came from where people start like they might say something that sound crazy and they're like, oh, whoa, hold on. Why you ain't say pause? Why you ain't say no homo? Because I don't have to pause and I'm not no homo. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I mean I'm just saying though, like, look, much respect to the gay people and you know what I'm saying, the community and all y'all, man. But I'm just saying though, like, look, if a person not gay, they shouldn't get like words or whatever thrown on them like they, portrayed as being gay. That's all I'm saying. If you're not that, don't put it on a person that they're not that, that they are that. Don't put it on that person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like basically making something out of nothing. Oh, whoa, you didn't say pause when you said that. Man, pause your ass out my face. Like, get out my face with that, man. I don't even like being around nobody even thinking like that. The homeboys and people that I talk to, if we say something crazy, we ain't thinking like that because we know we ain't getting down like that. So we don't even let that be entertained at all. That's weird, whack, stupid energy. I can't stand it. That's just new age stuff. And even though it's new age stuff, it's like people that's older than me, my age and older than me, that be doing that. Like, oh, whoa, pause, nothing. Like that's That's whack, man. Come on, man. Like they let me know that's what you thinking about. You know what I'm saying? You got to be thinking in that type of mode to be saying pause. You thinking it. I'm not thinking nothing like that. I'm not even trying to be nowhere on that frequency to think like that. Why y'all do that? Stop playing, man. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, man. But hey, man, that's the world we live in today. We live in a type of world like that. It's crazy, man. But look, man, forget all that, man. I want to get into this next jersey, man. And I said I wasn't gonna say no topic. It just sprung in my head like right out the blue. Like, why do they do that? But look, man, we're gonna get into the next jersey. The dude, legendary. He's a beast. He's not to be played with. He done broke a lot of records. Man, he done made a lot of quotes. I mean, he's like, one of the elites at this position in this sport. Like, you can't talk about this sport without saying his name. Like, he well regarded, one of the greatest to ever do it. And yeah, man, we gotta go and give him his flowers and show love to him, man. For real. You know what I'm saying? Show love to him. Paul. You said show love to, like, come on, like, what we doing? Stuff like just weird, whack energy, man. Just a little example, just stupid stuff, man. But look, man, we finna show love to this dude, man. And he a beast. He not to be played with, like I said, man. And who we talking about? This dude right here. Oh, and this dude that I'm talking about, like I said, he don't get highlighted enough on this part of his career, like on this team. But, he should be celebrated. And he finna get celebrated. Who we talking about? This dude right here, man. Stop playing. What, man? Come on, man. Y'all see this? Y'all see this? Just like the hat I got on today. Yeah, man. Y'all see that too, man. And who we talking about right here? It's on this side too. Stop playing. Number 81. All-State Everything New England Patriot jersey. Number 81. But who jersey is this, though? Look, it got Patriot on the other side too. Yeah, man. Well, who we talking about, though, man? All-Stitch Everything. Randy Moss, man. Number 81, Randy Moss jersey, man. What? Come on, man. Randy Moss is no joke, man. This the New England Patriots Randy Moss, man. I done pulled out some more Randy Mosses, man. Did I pull out the, it's been so many episodes, man. I think I want to say I pulled out his basketball jersey in high school and his football jersey in high school, I want to say. Yeah, but, yeah, man. And then I think I pulled out his Viking jersey too. But I got some more Randy Moss too, y'all. Y'all hold it down, man. But had to pull this out, man. You know what I'm saying? Randy Moss, All-State Everything, man. Stop playing Randy Moss, man. Yeah. Yeah, let's talk about Randy Moss, man. Randy Moss, man. From Rand, Virginia. I think R-A-N-D. West Virginia, out in that area. And dude was a monster, man. When his best friend growing up with White Chocolate, Jason Williams. But man, y'all know all that though. We don't talk about that in a lot of other episodes, man. But I want to talk about this New England Patriots Randy Moss, man. The New England Patriot Randy Moss. Y'all see what hat I got on too, man. Got New England Patriot hat on too, man. Like that was my favorite team growing up. My favorite NFL team, New England Patriots, man. It all started with Drew Bledsoe them days. And I got the Drew Bledsoe jersey too. I'm gonna pull that out soon, man. Y'all stay tuned, man. I'm gonna break down how I became a real New England Patriot fan, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Georgia, but New England Patriots, that's my team though, man. It started from Drew Bledsoe. It was a football game. And I'm just thinking about those days, man. But it was a football game, and we're gonna get into it. We're gonna talk about that, man. But I don't want to get all into it. Now I'm gonna wait till I pull that jersey out. I'm gonna break down the whole history of how I became a New England Patriots fan. But look, man, Drew Bledsoe was my favorite quarterback. And then, when Brady came in after Bledsoe got hurt, Brady took over. And I didn't want Brady to even be in the game. I'm like, get this dude up out of here, man. I want Bledsoe back. But Bledsoe had to heal up. And by the time Bledsoe was able to come back, Shit, Brady already showed he a full-fledged monster. Like, he a certified beast. And then, but the Patriots still my team. But this was always the thing, though. New England Patriots were my team. But Randy Moss was always my favorite receiver. Always. So I always take time to watch, the Patriots play. And then if Randy Moss on with the Vikings or whoever he with, I take time to watch Randy Moss if he game on. You know what I'm saying? So I always, separate the two. And then when Randy Moss got with the New England Patriots, he got with them. Now ain't got to switch channels to watch like Randy Moss and the Patriots. Like, they all on the same team. Randy Moss on the Patriots. Like, man, that made my everything, man. That made my day, man. I'm talking about for real, dog. Like, that's crazy. And I said, Brady pairing up with Randy Moss? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. Wes Welker and them boys, man. Like, man, Gronkowski. Man, that was crazy, man. But look, man. They had the whole squad and they had Randy Moss to top it off, man. Like, that's crazy, man. I'm talking about them boys was like every game couldn't nobody do nothing with them. Them boys was like setting records and set the record for the most touchdown to a wide receiver. And like they were just breaking all kind of records, just having a good time on the field, man. Like, wasn't no worries and wasn't no losses. Like, I mean, they couldn't lose if they tried. I mean, couldn't nobody do nothing with these boys, man. They were like that Golden State team, the 73-9. They was like that year. That was 2007. Like, couldn't nobody do nothing with them boys, man. And then, they went to the playoffs. I'm talking about, like, couldn't nobody do nothing with them. The playoff couldn't nobody do nothing with them. I'm like, what? Man, I was just enjoying that, man. Patriots already my team. Brady became my favorite quarterback. He ended up becoming the GOAT. Drew Bledsoe still one of my favorite quarterbacks. Don't get it twisted. But, like, this my favorite team, favorite players on the team. And, like, this my team. Like, all the times that, Drew Bledsoe and them and that team couldn't get it done, and Brady came in, they started winning, and then, they started getting better. Then on top of that, Randy Moss came to the team, man. And Randy Moss was a beast, man. He had 259 catches with New England, 3,904 yards. You know what I'm saying? Scored 50 touchdowns in 52 games. That was his whole New England career. You know what I'm saying? He played with them from 2007 to 2010. And they went to the Super Bowl 2007. And couldn't nobody do nothing with them boys, man. Couldn't nobody do nothing with them boys, man. I'm talking about Brady just throw it up. Randy Moss just bring it in, man. I'm talking about like he had Velcro glue or something on his hand. Like, how's he catching all these crazy passes Brady throwing like that? I always thought that was dope, man. And to this day, the Patriots my favorite football team. And and to this day, Randy Moss is my favorite wide receiver all time. And no disrespect to none of the greats wide receivers, like, Jerry Rice, like, what I'm saying, he'll go definitely, like, what I'm saying, you got Michael Irvin, and what I'm saying, you got Larry Fitzgerald, you got Megatron, what I'm saying, you got Torrey Holt. You got so many wide receivers. I go on for days, man, with these wide receivers, man. But the one that just stand out for me, I'm just saying, man, is that Randy Moss, man. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Terrell Owens. Don't forget T.O. I mean, it's a lot of great wide receivers, man. But Randy Moss, that's my guy, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been a fan of him since the 90s, 96. We first got in the league with the Vikings, man. I told that story on one of the podcast episodes, how I finna get the Randy Moss jersey. But, I saved up for it. And, well, matter of fact, I didn't save up for it. I wanted it for a Christmas present. And my mom and dad were going to get it for me. But something happened. I ended up getting a speeding ticket, a police ticket. I think, it wasn't a speeding ticket. It was a loud ordinance ticket or something like that. But, the ticket was $200. And, that's all I needed the jersey for, $200. But anyway, that's another story for another day, man. I needed the jersey, $200 for a Christmas present. My mom and dad used that money that they going to give me for the jersey. They gave it to me to pay out the ticket, the police ticket. So, I told that story on another episode, but that's another story for another day, man. But Randy Moss, they went to the playoffs that 2007, and they were running through teams. You know what I'm saying? They had the bye week. They ain't been losing. And then You know, the New York Giants, they struggled to get in. I think they came in through a wild card. They were like 9-7, and they uh, went through all the competition in the playoffs. And you know, a wild card 9-17 got to play a team that's you know, that was undefeated. You know what I'm saying? 15, 16 and 0. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's crazy, man. It was like 16 and 0, and couldn't nobody beat them. And a wild card New York Giants team came through and, like, you know, barely got in the playoffs through a wild card, and they got to play this beast mode, uh, bear dominated, crazy, wild takeover New England Patriot team. And you'll think like the odds of it, like who gonna win that game? Like all the odds in Vegas is betting on the Patriots. Man, the Giant, man, the Patriots let them boys hang around, and the Giants end up beating the Patriots. And you know the crazy thing about it, the Giants beat the Patriots twice. Twice. Eli Manning beat Tom Brady twice. I can't get over that either. But at the end of the day, man, I was so shocked and hurt when they lost to the Giants, man. I was like, ain't no way, this crazy work. But it happened. It happened, man, and all them records and all that winning that they did in the regular season and all that running through people in the playoff, it didn't matter when it came to the Super Bowl. Eli Manning, well, they kryptonite, man. I hate to say it. You know what? I got Eli Manning jersey too. Y'all stay tuned, Eli Manning jersey. But Randy Moss, man, he did exactly what I thought he was gonna do, or hoping he would do when he went to the Patriots, man. Like set all these records with Brady, the GOAT Brady. My favorite quarterback of all time was, you know what I'm saying, Drew Bledsoe, then became Tom Brady. Now Tom Brady, my favorite quarterback of all time, and he throwing to my favorite wide receiver of all time. And look what you got, man. You got 16-0 record. And they lost, man. And Don Shula was hating on them boys on the Patriots that year too, man. Was hating on them boys. Because, man, Don Shula, he's the only team in NFL history to go through the whole regular season undefeated and win the Super Bowl. The Patriots finna do it, but they lost in the Super Bowl to the Giants. But on the journey going to it, like during the playoff, Don Shula was hating, talking about, man, they ain't really that team. They wouldn't beat us if we played them. And he was just hating, man, that hating energy, man. But, you know, it what it is. You know, that come with the territory, man. Somebody always gonna hate, don't want their records broken, and you know what's going on. But, man, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. That was an iconic year. I know they lost, but that still was an iconic year, man. I can't get over, like, how great them boys was. It was, like, great, great, great. You know what I'm saying? The Super Bowl, they just couldn't get the job done. They couldn't bring it on in. But, look, man. That still was a legendary season no matter what, man. I'm still hurt from them losing too, man. The same way Falcon fan losing, the way New England came back and beat them in the Super Bowl, I'm still hurting for how the Giants beat us. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but it what it is, man. But what I'm finna do now, show the jersey again, man. You know what I'm saying? Got to, man. They Randy Moss, all stick everything New England Patriot jersey. Stop playing with your boy. Y'all see it, man. Man, Randy Moss, man. What y'all know about that, man? Randy Moss. Yeah, I enjoy watching dude, man. Yeah. Don't forget the patches. Patch on both sides, Randy Moss. Yeah, man. All stick everything, man. This thing dope, 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 man. Throwback Mitchell and this Randy Moss, boy. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, this Randy Moss all stick everything New England Patriot jersey, man. Like, man, come on, man. Like I said, I've been a fan of him since '98, man. He first got in the league, man, with the Vikings, man. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, he ended up going with the Raiders, and you know what I'm saying. He had a legendary moment with the Raiders too, man. You know what I'm saying. This Randy Moss, man. I mean, come on, man. Like I say, I got respect for Jerry Rice. I got respect for T.O. and all these boys, man. Michael Irvin. You know what I'm saying. All these boys, Larry Fitzgerald. Like I said, Torrey Holt. You just name them though, man. It's so many wide receivers in the league, man. But I'm just saying, Randy Moss, I never seen nobody tall as he is, fast like he is, and can just move at the drop of a dime like he do, man. Like he rarely ever miss a catch. You know what I'm saying? Then, he had a contract dispute with I don't know if he was the Raiders or the Vikings, I can't remember, but they had interviewed him going his truck. And then, they would talk about his contract. And he had a famous quote that said, "Straight cash, homie." Basically saying like, give me the money. You know what I'm saying? Basically like Jerry Maguire type of phrase, show me the money. But he would he had a famous saying, "Straight cash, homie." So but yeah, man. This your boy Hen. You know what I'm saying? All stitch everything. Randy Moss jersey. I just want to show this and represent, what this boy brought to the game, man. Like a lot of people don't exercise and portray this type of athleticism, this type of skill, this type of gift that he got, man. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like he don't get talked about enough when you talk about the greats of the NFL, man. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Randy Moss too, man, cause he had a cancer scare. He had cancer and he didn't tell nobody about it, but after he had got cured and everything was back to normal, he let everybody know. But when he was getting better. But yeah, Randy Moss had cancer and everything, man. So that cancer stuff is hell. Y'all get checked out, and you know what I'm saying, and make sure y'all get checked out, man, cause cancer is no joke. But yeah, this Randy Moss all stick everything New England Patriot jersey, man. Do y'all got any moments that y'all like about Randy Moss, that y'all favorite moment? If y'all do, drop it in the comments, man. Let me know, cause Randy Moss coming up, man, this was my first favorite wide receiver and my last favorite wide receiver. I didn't this it. Randy Moss, man. I ain't seen nobody do what he do, like Barry Sanders. When it come to running back, I never seen nobody run the ball like Barry Sanders do. That was my first favorite running back all time. And he still is my favorite running back all time. So, I mean, what you want me to say, man? But yeah, look, man, I'm rocking the Patriots hat with the New England Patriot Randy Moss jersey, man. And this jersey cold, man. I gotta show it again. I got to. Yeah. And then don't forget, got the 81. Got the 81 on the sides of the jersey. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so this Randy Moss all stitch everything, man. This jersey is dope, man. Dope, man. Had to show this jersey, man. Randy Moss. What y'all know about that, man? All stitch everything Randy Moss. Yes, sir. But look, man, this your boy Hen, you know what I'm saying? Episode 71, Pull Out Game Podcast, this segment 3. But like I said before, man, this Randy Moss jersey, you know what I'm saying? I just want to say this, though. I appreciate y'all. I can't say that enough, man. I'm grateful, man. I'm blessed, and I thank y'all for, showing love and, watching the channel, you know what I'm saying, subscribing, and, showing love to my music, you know what I'm saying, the Years Ahead brand. I just appreciate y'all, man, But like I said, when I first did this channel or this podcast, like I said, I can't say it enough. I didn't know what it was gonna do. I was thinking day and night of a name. I was thinking day and night or something I want to have a name that ain't nobody got, that everybody, like, oh yeah, I heard that name before. I want to do a podcast, like, something ain't a lot of people doing. And I look, like, ain't nobody doing in the lane that I'm doing. So I thank y'all, man. Like, 10,000 subscribers, man. I got a long, even longer way to go, but done came a long way. And y'all stay tuned. Gonna be some guests on here. Gonna trip out, have some fun, and you never know what guests gonna be on here. But it's coming, man. And the jerseys on here every episode. It's the Pull Out Game podcast. It wouldn't be the Pull Out Game podcast without a jersey, man. You know what I'm saying? It might be one segment by itself. It might be two segments. It might be, most time it's three, but you just never know. But each episode, you're going to get an iconic jersey, man. You know what I'm saying? Baseball, basketball, and football. Like, you just never know. So, y'all stay tuned, man. But like I said, I appreciate y'all, what been going on, and like all the love y'all been showing. I just appreciate y'all. Y'all, like, I can't do this without y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all bring that motivation on everything and stuff that going on. And then, by y'all hitting subscribe and like y'all hitting the like button and all that, it helped the channel. It really helped it. Like, y'all don't know it really do. So I thank y'all what y'all doing, and like y'all looking in. Like I said, when y'all looking at the channel, y'all don't have to look at it. Y'all don't have to go on y'all phones or y'all computer or y'all iPads, whatever, and have to look. Like, I'm not making y'all, putting a gun in y'all head and making y'all look. I'm not doing it. So by y'all just doing it on your own and waiting on the episodes to come and drop, I can't thank y'all enough, man. That's like, y'all the goats, man. Like, y'all the true goats that make this channel run. So I appreciate y'all, man. Like I said, more episodes on the way. I got some more crazy jerseys. They're gonna mess y'all heads up, gonna hit y'all in the face. I know y'all get tired of hitting. I know y'all not get tired of hitting in the face, because they're saying, like, these the cold jerseys. So yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. But like I said, this segment 3 to the Pull Out Game podcast, more stuff on the way. You know what I'm saying? Giveaways and saying, like, more jerseys, more guests, more like topic to talk about, more current events, more vlog videos. We're gonna travel here, gonna travel there, gonna go all type of places, man. So y'all just gotta stay tuned, man. There's a lot in store, man. It's a lot more coming. And I just want to just give thanks. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all the truth. I can't thank y'all enough. Like I said, let your people know that, whoever liking the channel or the podcast, let your people know, tell them to subscribe, and them people tell them people to subscribe. Like, y'all just keep doing your thing, man. Like, how y'all doing, showing love, because it's making the channel grow. The channel is growing because of y'all, man. And I can't thank y'all enough. So I appreciate y'all. Y'all hold that thing down, and I'm up out of here, man. Y'all hold it down, man. Pull Out Game podcast. I'm out.
When drinking angry, the same with a mama. Pain with no gain is a bomber. Hit you with sticks.